please, if you haven't already, started following the account, subscribing to the account, comment, like, share, all the things, because if you saw the profile, currently unemployed, so trying to make the best of the worst, you know what I mean? Ina Gardens, foolproof. What are we cooking today? Oh, my son picked this one. It is called Penne alla Vecchia Bettola. If I butchered that, tell me about it. It looks unbelievable. Let's cook this together. First things first, I had to preheat the oven. You'll see why later. Then I'm pre-chopping everything that needs to go into the one pot meal so that I am organized once I move over to the stove. I then am filling the pot, with about a 1/4 cup of oil, which also I tend not to measure my oil and my salt. I just kind of know with my eyes how much needs to go in. I forgot also there is vodka in this recipe, and I did pour it in, but I didn't show you. But it's there. Washing my hands, because the next step I'm doing with my hands, crushing the tomatoes. Mixing this guy up, and then interestingly to me, it went into the oven for an 1.5 hours, which I've never done before. Pet the dog, dance, sing, clean up, and get started on the pasta. Once the water is bubbling, you salt that water like the sea. After the 1.5 hours, you're putting this thing in the blender. It's really simple. There's a lot of time involved, but it's really simple. And then after the whole thing is kind of emulsified, you're pouring it back in, you're adding some more seasonings, cream goes in, and then it cooks for another 10-ish minutes. It calls for throwing the pasta back in, which you're gonna say looks really saucy, but in the end, it's actually not saucy at all. I don't know how it works. And then you're ready to taste. It turns out that cooking your sauce for an 1.5 hours ain't a bad idea. The house smells so good. It almost like roasted the tomatoes while it was cooking. Let's taste. Cheers. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. This is outstanding. It is so creamy. It is like rich. It was simple and it was one pot. It does take a long time because you gotta sit for an 1.5 hours. So a lot of the time is downtime. I highly, highly recommend this Penne alla Vecchia Bettola. If I'm fucking that up, come at me in the comments. Ina Garden, queen. Holy crap. Ciao.